morning, students. Welcome to the digital classes of Lalbagh Girls Intermediate College. This is Ma'am Spring in her English classes. Assuming that you have already done your first poem, and now I am proceeding with the second poem of your syllabus. That is The True Beauty. This True Beauty is written by Thomas Carew. Thomas Carew was born in 1595. He got his education at Corpus Christi College, Oxford. He won the favor of King Charles I and was appointed to an office at the court. He became popular for his love poems and many graceful songs and lyrics. This poem, True Beauty, is also one of his famous lyrics. In this poem, the poet glorifies the spiritual beauty and condemns the mere physical beauty. The language of the poem is very simple and figurative. Figurative means all the figure of speeches are used in this poem. So let us start with the first stanza of the poem. I am going to read the first stanza before you and then we'll be giving the explanation of that stanza. He that loves a rosy cheek or a coral lip admires, or from star-like eyes doth seek fuel to maintain his fires. As old time makes these decay, so his flames must waste away. So when he says that he that loves a rosy cheek or a coral lip. Coral is a precious stone which is red in color. Admires means all the praises. Then we have star-like. Star-like means bright like star. And fuel, this is the source of love in this poem. And to maintain, it is to keep. Then fires. These fires here means the fires of love. Decay means destroy. Flames means again the flames of love. So what physical beauties and charms are not true beauty? Because they decay with the passing of time. But the spiritual beauty is there for all the time and it never dies. Or the love based on physical beauty is short-lived. Now I am going to explain the lines. So in this stanza the poet says that the red cheeks, which are like roses, the red cheeks or the red lips, which are like coral. Coral is a precious stone which is red in color, and bright shining eyes like stars make a woman beautiful. And man who is attracted by the physical charms of his beloved comes to an end easily. As time passes, his beloved becomes old because the physical charms are temporary. These physical attractions supply fuel to the fires of love, but in the old age, these attractions die. These attractions die away and the fire of love also dies soon. So a man should not be attracted by the physical beauty of a woman, but he should seek love in a virtues of a woman. The poet has glorified this stanza by using metaphor, which is a figure of speech, in the words like rosy cheek and the coral lip. And simile is also used in this, which is in star-like eyes. Time is also personified in the line as old time makes these decay. So this personification, figure of speech, is also used in this stanza. Now let us to the second stanza of this poem. but a smooth and steadfast mind, gentle thoughts and calm desires, hearts with equal love combined, kindle never dying fires. Where these are not, I despise lovely cheeks or lips or eyes. So here in these lines, the word smooth means constant, and then steadfast mind means firm mind. Then we have the gentle thoughts. Gentle means good or the kind thoughts of the people. Then it is written hearts with equal love combined. Combined means mix. Kindle never dies. Kindle never dies means it is all permanent or everlasting. Then lovely cheeks, they are the most beautiful cheeks, they are saying. Then in the line, despise, I despise. Despise means to hate. So here the poet points out that the love based on spiritual beauty is everlasting. Time cannot destroy it as it can destroy the physical beauty of a person. So in this stanza, the poet describes some of the qualities of a woman which make her really beautiful. So what are the qualities which makes a woman beautiful? A woman should have a constant and a stable mind. She should have gentle thoughts and calm desires, combined with love in the same degree. These qualities are necessary for the permanent love. The fire of such a true love never dies. A lady with these qualities goes on inspiring her lover with renewed vigor. This love is everlasting. That is why the poet praises the beauty of mind and soul and says, without these virtues, physical beauty is useless. So this is all about this poem, True Beauty, because it was a short poem. So I had given the explanation of the whole poem in this video only. So what is your task for today? Your task is to write the central idea of this poem. And when you will be completing, then I will be giving the explanation of the third poem. So take care, stay home, stay safe, and